Hi everyone, Jason Thomas, media teacher here at Oakcrest High School, welcoming you to another episode of the Falcon Forum. It's our monthly news program which features highlights, insight, important information, and spotlights on your local businesses, your local schools, your local event happenings, and your community. We'd like to continue bringing you new episodes each month right here on Comcast and Verizon Fios, but we actually ask you, our viewing audience, to share with us any information that you would like featured on our upcoming episodes throughout the next few months. Please email us at the email address at the bottom of the screen with any information you'd like to share with our audience in upcoming episodes. Once again, it's been a pleasure bringing you the newest episode of the Falcon Forum, filmed right here at the Oakcrest High School media production facilities.
Hello, I'm Austin Tate, and welcome to the Falcon Forum. The Falcon Forum is your source of news from Oakcrest High School, Mays Landing, and your community. Each month, we'll bring you a new episode of our program produced right here in our TV studio at Oakcrest High School, focusing on the stories that matter the most to you. Today, we'll take a look at events going on here in the community and at our local schools, as well as some important information for those who live in Mays Landing. Let's head over to Mav for some information on what you may have missed if you weren't at Oakcrest last week.
Oakcrest has had a very busy December with our performing arts programs displaying their talents on every Friday this month so far. A wide variety of talented students are in our award-winning performing arts. They had their annual concerts on December 1st, 8th, and 15th. It was a huge success. Here's a look at what you missed if you didn't make it.
The culinary department thrives for being involved not only with the school, but with the community as well. The U.S. Army cooking staff recently came to Oakcrest to cook and show the students in the culinary and ROTC programs what a daily meal would look and taste like. Let's have a look at what the students, along with the Army, were able to create.
They're talking about, like the culinary in the Army and like where they go, how they do it. She explains like the different jobs in the Army and like if we wanted to go to the Army, what would we do? So yeah.
According to a AAA poll, over 90% of teens said they know texting and driving is dangerous, but still, 35 admit to doing it anyway. Nowadays, putting your phone down can be very hard, but it can be a simple task that saves your life. When you were driving, you can't control what happens around you, but you can control what you do. So before getting in your car, think twice before flipping your toenails, watching YouTube videos, or looking up supercalifragilisticexpialidocious in the dictionary. Whether you put your phone on Do Not Disturb or you change your clothes at a different location, distracted driving can be prevented. Here's a quick and easy way to make sure you don't get notifications while driving. Go into your settings, hit Control Center, Customize Control, and add Do Not Disturb while driving. Once you're done driving, simply hold down the notification and hit I'm not driving. 10% of all car accidents can be prevented if you will pay attention to the road and not their phone. So put down the toenail clippers and stop distracted driving.
The Hare campaign has been working in the community to prevent drunk driving. They want to ask that anyone that is under the influence to be provided with or find someone to be a designated driver for them. Here's a look at what you can do to be a hero in your community.
Hi everyone, I'm Jack Markley with your sports news. The Mason Lakers has recently went to Canton, Ohio for the National Hall of Fame game versus a variety of teams around the country. It was a great experience for the kids. They got to mix match with a whole different variety of football players from around the country. It was just an awesome day for football. Also, the winter track season is underway. It is performed in the Toms River Bubble. We also have the swim meets, which are happening at Hess School for home meets and then other venues for away meets. The boys and girls basketball team, along with the wrestling team, will be having their games and matches at Oakcrest High School inside the main gymnasium, which is the wood floor. That's all for sports news.
Hey guys, it's Caitlin. So today I'm going to be taking you all thrifting with me and I'm going to show you guys what I got. I hope you enjoy.
Yeah. So let's see and let's talk and let's walk and then let's see and let's walk and let's talk and we'll see. I'm telling all my friends that it's pretty casual.
In entertainment news, the month of December is traditionally a huge month for film releases. This December is no different. One of the most successful film franchises of all time is set to release their newest film on December 15th, 2017. This will be the 8th installment in the Star Wars saga. The Last Jedi will be the second Disney Star Wars film in the new set of sequels, featuring Daisy Ridley, Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill, John Boyega, Adam Driver, and Oscar Isaac.
I started getting into music when I was young. I started playing with a hammer on a toolbox, and it really annoyed my parents. So they decided to get a little tiny drum set, right? And as the years went on, I just had this natural ability to keep playing drums, so I just kept playing it. I was 4 years old when I started, so that's kind of crazy to think how much time that's been since now. And other instruments like guitar, keyboard, and stuff like that, and before I knew it, I could sing. I was like, you know, wow. And it's funny because I used to make instrumental music with that. I was like, I just love making instrumental music because I can't sing. I decided I wanted to give it a try, and I found out I can sing really low, and now I can sing. And I don't remember taking any lessons either. The only thing I do remember is having a guy who was a mentor of mine who was a jazz drummer. To have a jazz drummer, because now I see it's coming out in my playing and the type of music I listen to. When I was in middle school, a friend of mine, Jonathan, and I started a band. It was just a two-piece band, and we just made music, and I think that was kind of the thing that really got me started and wanting to like really write music. I got another band that we had a bunch of talented guys in it, but it was such a fun thing to be in a band, and you know, I wish to start one again in the future. But I always remember playing the drums at church. There being a drum set, and I would always play it before people came in, and the moment someone walked in the door, put the sticks down and I walked away. I knew music was something that I wanted to do, and just a like straight passion of mine when basically when I would hear it. When I would listen to my favorite bands and I had ideas on top of their ideas, or I had just this longing to do what they did, I knew it was something I wanted to do. And I never knew how I was going to do it, but I just knew that something in me had to do music, whether it was unpaid or if it wasn't my main gig at all. If it was just something that I did on the side, I just knew I had to do it.
In the beginning of November, the media crew headed over to the William Davies Middle School and were able to work with some of the students in Mr. Miley's and Mrs. Robinson's 8th grade classes all throughout the day, studying various areas of video and media production. The students got to learn what Oakcrest and video production here at Oakcrest is all about. They got to use their hands-on creative skills, they got to use their imagination to create some really cool videos and interesting projects. They got to work with our equipment and spend the day with our students studying those topics. Here's a look at what some of their students and our students were able to put together for you today to enjoy.
Yo man, can I talk to you about something that's serious?
Sure, what's up? Let's go talk over here.
I've just been feeling very alone, and everything's been piling down on me. I've just had enough of it.
Billy, you're fine.
Nah, man, I'm being serious.
Yeah, and I'm the king of the USA.
Let's get out of here.
So what's going on, Billy?
I've just felt really alone lately, and I've just don't think I can take it anymore.
Billy, it's okay. We're gonna get you through this.
Why do you bully me? I don't like being a victim, so I choose being a bully. When you bully someone, do you know how they feel? No. When I go home, don't expect me to come to school ever again. But is it too late to say sorry? Yes, way too late. Now you could have stopped this, and I hope this haunts you for the rest of your life.
From everyone here at the Oakcrest Multimedia Production Studios, we would like to thank you for watching this year during 2017, and we hope that you continue watching throughout January and on of 2018. Thank you for watching another episode of the Falcon Forum.
From a far-off land, neither here nor there, I bring you the fable of the tortoise and the hare. On the day of the annual Big Forest Race, animals of all types took their place, surrounding the course everywhere, waiting to watch the tortoise and the hare. Hannah Hare, standing ready and tall, was focused she could win it all. Known to be the fastest in the land, she couldn't wait for the drop of the hand. Donnie Turtle, mighty and wise, hoped to trick Hannah with a relaxed disguise. Slumped and unfazed, ready to go, he was determined to steal the show. Donnie and Hannah meet up at the line. The referee's ready and puts up a sign. "Good luck," wishes Donnie, "and have a good time." Hannah says,
"I don't wish luck to an opponent of mine."
In position, both at the start, Hannah quickly gets ready to dart. Donnie stands still, slow to react, still at the line when the race enacts. Hannah zooms into action, while Donnie barely moves a fraction. A trail of dust following behind, Hannah leaves Donnie blind. Hannah speeds ahead, nail a mile away. Looks like she'll fit the cliche. All the animals stare in wonder, curious to see if she'll make a blunder. Faster and faster the hare goes, feeling the rush from her head to her toes. Kicking back more and more dirt, she doesn't care to stay alert. She turns to see how far she went. Not much time has even been spent. She smirks and smiles at her lead.
"I'm the fastest hare of my breed."
Tired from running, all worn out,
"I have time for a nap,"
she shouts. Spotting a tree that's right for the keeping, Hannah drifts off and starts sleeping. Shh. And now 3 hours has passed since we saw the pair last. Back to the plot, things are about to get hot. Finally, Donnie caught up to the hare. He notices Hannah sleeping without a care. He knows this is his chance to slip ahead. "I better not be loud," the tortoise said. Donnie quietly tiptoeing around, he tries his hardest not to make a sound. "Shh," he signals with a finger on his lips. I have to be silent and try to be quick. Donnie wasn't quiet enough. Hannah wakes up to the noise of some scruff. She thinks to herself,
You can't slip past me. I'm the greatest racer there ever will be.
She laughs as she says, He thinks he's so fast, but just wait until I fly past. Donnie, unaware that Hannah awoke. Hannah isn't scared because he's a slowpoke. With the element of surprise, Hannah dashes and she flies. Past Donnie, running steady, she can't wait to win already. When she passes him, the wind pushes back, causing Donnie to fall on the ground with a smack. Oh no, shouts Donnie on his way to the floor. I might not win this race anymore. Hannah is far down the trail, while Donnie's still far back, slow as a snail. She notices a few animals in sight, playing baseball together in the bright sunlight. Looking back, the hare views, the tortoise still trying his best not to lose.
He's a while back,
Hannah says as she scouts.
I can play for a bit, I'll still win, no doubt.
A few hours later, while Donnie comes near, he sees the hare playing with very little fear. This is his moment to take first place. No time for distractions. I will win this race. He tries his hardest to run as fast as he can. Too bad he runs like an old man. Hannah, still distracted, too busy playing ball. Looks like Donnie can win this after all. After a while of chatting and hitting, Hannah looks to the distance and sees something quite unfitting. She points her bat at the small dot she sees.
What's that moving in between the trees? Oh shoot, that's Donnie,
she says, super shocked.
I have to win this or I'll forever be mocked.
She throws her bat down to the ground and starts to take off at the speed of sound. Donnie's so close to winning the race, but Hannah can beat him if she picks up the pace. Almost there they are, to the finish line. Only one will win and be on cloud 9. Neck and neck are Donnie and Hannah. As they approach, the crowd goes bananas. Who will cross first? No one truly knows. It's the least to say, we're all on our toes. What an upset there is. The golden trophy is his. Donnie beat the hare, all while she looks in despair. The referee handed him the award, the one that Hannah adored. And he took it with pride, knowing he won because of his steady stride. After accepting his crowning prize, Donnie looked Hannah in the eyes. He said, You shouldn't have rushed your pace, because slow and steady wins the race.
Hi, Jason Thomas here, executive producer of Slap Productions. With over 15 years experience in the industry of creating and producing visual productions such as documentaries, promotional videos, commercials, or event production, I can give you, along with our team, exactly what you're looking for.
Hi, I'm Spencer Monhal, the head photographer at Slap Productions. We specialize in portraits, headshot photography, and also event photography. Our goal is to deliver high quality product with a quick turnaround time and with the best customer service.
Hey, I'm Connor Bond here at Slap Productions, and I'm the graphic designer. My job is to create any kind of logo or graphic design that you might need. We'll sit you down, learn what you want, and then give you what you want.
Hi, my name's Austin. We've worked with many businesses in Atlantic County. For example, we've worked with Dante Hall in Atlantic City, Hometown Health and Fitness, and the Hamilton Township Police Department with the National Night Out. We're hoping to work with many businesses in Atlantic County. We're hoping to make your business look great.
Hi everybody, I'm Jack Markley. I'm an interviewer and editor here at Slap Productions. Our mission here at Slap Productions is to give you exactly what you want. Photography, videography, short films, documentary, you name it, we can do it.